Welcome and ndamnorachu to today's Sabassembler. Before we get started, I just have one announcement to make. We've reached 100 subscribers and I just want to say thank you for all subscribers for this channel, and thanks for helping me get this far. And 100 doesn't sound like a lot, but at least it's everything starts small. So thanks again to everyone, and our next goal now is to reach 1,000 subscribers. So everyone watching this video who hasn't subscribed yet, please do so we can reach 1,000 subscribers. And thanks again to everyone, and feel free to share the videos you're watching too. And so, as I said, our next goal is 1,000 subscribers, so feel free to subscribe, please do so, and share the videos. So today's video is, as you know, XM Studios Sabertooth quarter scale, and this is actually for XM Studios a pretty light and relatively small box, and that's not necessarily something bad. But now let's just open it and see what's inside. As I said, this is not a very heavy box for XM Studios. It's also a pretty small box, and let's see what's inside and how the statue looks like. Here we have probably the art print. Yeah, we have art print right here. It's a beautiful art print. You can see it of Sabertooth, and we have the QR codes for the assembly videos from XM Studios, and the picture for packaging. Unfortunately, XM Studios stopped adding the handbooks for assemblage, and well, I still think that's a shame, but I still don't give up the hope that XM Studios will bring back adding the handbooks. We'll see. Yeah, as you can see, we have the usual black hardcover boxes from XM Studios. Always like those. So as usual, now let's unbox and see how everything looks inside.
በኩራት ተራመጅ በይቀና ዓለም ታሪክሽን ያውቃልና የለውም አቻ ያንቺ ወደር አትለውጪው በሰው ነገር አይበልጥም ቅላት ካንቺ ጠይም ያገሬ ልጅ ቢዞር እንዳንቺ አይገኝም ያገሬ ቢዞር ያገሬ ቢዞር ያገሬ ቢዞር እንዳንቺ አይገኝም ያገሬ ቢዞር ያገሬ ቢዞር ያገሬ ቢዞር እንዳንቺ አይገኝም ነው መሰረትሽ በጎንክ ሰሚ
Welcome back, and thanks for coming in, all sub-assemblers and everyone else. So we've unboxed this statue, and I can say this is actually one of the statues with the lowest number of pieces inside it, and it's actually, with the base together, it's only made up of 8 pieces, and I think that's nothing and should be pretty easy to assemble. So according to assembly, the first part would be this piece that looks like a cannon or a gun, something like that. That goes in right on the right side here, and it has something like a key with a magnet, and it fits in really nicely. And next would be this mechanical kind of cable wire piece that has a small kind of peg here on the side that fits in here on the side, the back. That should fit in and goes in really nicely. And next should be Sabertooth piece. Whoa! Sabertooth's main body is actually really huge. I didn't expect it to be that big, and it's very heavy, and it's got a lot of shading and really nice texture on it. Very nice. And it only has one huge peg that goes in right here in the main body, I mean the main base, and should fit in well, and it goes in really smoothly. And next should be the left arm, and that logically just goes in with magnet. Well, the claws and are really sharp there, really pointy, and you could actually hurt yourself. You should be a bit careful. And goes in one, and next 2, and next should be, you could choose, we have 2 portraits here. And let's just move this a bit to the side, and we have more like a classical look, and the other one with one with a mask and one without the mask. Both look really fierce and have this whited out eyes, and nice paint job on both of them. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use, but let's just start with the masked one, and that just goes in right here. And let's just take a look at how that looks. Whoa, this looks amazing, guys. Let's just, I don't know, switch it out with the other one. Whoa. Still not sure which one I'll be using in the future. Both look really nice. Let's just keep this one aside for now. The statue was really simple actually to assemble. I didn't expect it to be that easy, but that was really simple, and there was no problem with that. Okay, I've had some time to go over the statue and take some looks at it, and let's start with the concept. I think this is an awesome concept. I think XM definitely got the idea of Sabertooth, and this is Sabertooth, and it's a wonderful pose. And the only thing is just the base. I'm not quite sure what the base is, like what it's supposed to be. You have like a gun, and you have these kind of razor blades, and I'm just not quite sure what it is, but it looks great, but I'm just not quite sure what it's supposed to be. But doesn't really matter though, but it still looks awesome, and they definitely got the idea of Sabertooth, and with a wonderful costume. They have like this brown and kind of orange, or it's more like a kind of mustard yellow or mustard yellow kind of color on the other parts, but it looks phenomenal. And the brown part's got a lot of this leather-like texture. It looks just like leather, like similar to Wolverine's brown costume from XM Studios. It looks almost identical, and looks just really nice. And you have the mane, like, or the kind of the fur on the back of his costume here, and all looks very realistic and just phenomenal. And the paint job on the statue is, I think, awesome. Like, especially on the base, you have like this kind of weathered metal parts. Especially, I mean, the paint job here is awesome, and you have all over the base, you have all these gashes, and where kind of Sabertooth just like kind of ripped in with his claws. You have like 4 of those. You have one here in the front, and in the middle, right on the X, and on the back too, and again here on the other side in the front, and it looks really nice. And I mean, once we're talking about the claws, I mean, actually you have to be really careful. Like, the claws of Sabertooth are really sharp, and you could actually injure yourself. I mean, and also these sharp edges of the razor blades, they are actually quite sharp. You might want to be careful there, not to get too close on these, and you could injure yourself. And yeah, and I mean, as I said, when talking about the paint job, you have even like on the X and here in the middle on the front, you have again another X like kind of scratched into it, as if someone just with all his claws or metal just like kind of just scratched it in, and it looks really nice. And I think it's really wonderful job. And only thing is like the pose. I mean, you have Sabertooth just like jumping right at you, and even like only one leg of Sabertooth actually touches the base, and the other one is in the air, as you can see, and it's extremely dynamic and looks phenomenal. And I mean, the paint job on the portraits are also really nicely done. The inside of the mouth, it looks very realistic. Looks wet, and the teeth very nice. And I don't see any like seam lines. If you want to be really nitpicking, maybe on the edge of his neck, but I think that was nicely hidden. It's not really visible. I think it looks really great. And anywhere else, and I mean, let's talk about the size of the statue. It's not a phenomenally big statue in height. It's maybe from the bottom of the base till the top of his fur, it's about maybe 51.5 or 52 centimeters, a bit less than that, a bit less than 52 centimeters high. And the depth is, I mean, the front of his hand to the back of his feet, that's maybe, we're talking about, let's just measure like from here to there, we're about maybe 52 to 53 centimeters, something like that. And in width, we are talking about maybe 35, maybe 34 to 35 centimeters width. It's not a big statue. I think it's got like similar dimensions like Wolverine, and I think this is gonna look awesome next to my XM Studios Wolverine statue, and I think it's gonna be a wonderful harmony seeing those statues next to each other. And wow, I can only say I'm really happy with the statue. And I was also lucky enough to get a statue with a plaque, and that also came here. And let's just quickly open and see how it looks like inside. XM Studio decided to use the portrait with the kind of mask like kind of portrait, the one you see on now, and we have the one right here. And wow, this looks really nice actually. I'm really happy about that, and it's just that here. So again, I just want to say I hope you liked today's show, and if you want to see more of these statues, please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and please share my videos too, and so we can get more subscribers. And as you know already, we have the goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers now, so please everyone help me reach our goal, just like we've reached 100 subscribers now. So it only goes upwards and forwards and no backwards anymore. So let's see for more statues coming up next, and if you want to see those, please don't forget to subscribe. And God bless our statues, God bless you, and have a nice day. በኩራት ተራመጅ በይቀና ዓለም ታሪክሽን ያውቃልና